mechanical energy Mechanical energy can be categorized into two parts: kinetic and potential. Kinetic energy, potential energy. The formula that we use to find kinetic energy of an object is kinetic energy is equal to half mv squared, mass, velocity. When it comes to potential energy, it can be further classified into two subcategories, right? Due to the elevation of an object. For an example, if this is your ground level, when you move an object far from the ground, if not due to the elevation, kind of energy stores in that object. So that energy is called as potential energy, right? There is another form of potential energy as well. I'll come to that point. Due to the elevation of an object, energy, capital E is equal to mgh, mass, gravitational acceleration, height from the ground. When it comes to other category in potential energy, elastic potential energy. Very important part. Elastic potential energy stores when an object changes its shape. For an example, rubber band. When rubber band changes its shape, if not when a spring changes its shape, what happens? Kind of energy stores inside the object. That energy is called as elastic potential energy. The equation that we use to find elastic potential energy is EPE. Elastic potential energy is half kx squared. So I'll quickly explain this part and I'll quickly solve that. Elastic potential energy. For an example, now we'll consider, I start explaining this idea quickly by using a spring. Now there is a spring, one end is connected to a vertical wall, and I'll say its natural length is simple L. Right? Then what happened? By providing a force, when you stretch the string, when you compress the string, by providing an external force, when you compress a string, if not, you can either stretch the string as well. But for this particular question, compression is involved. Therefore, I thought to explain the compression scenario. When you keep compressing the spring, what happens? Its length decreases. Earlier, this was the natural length. Now its length is this. What happened to the spring? Spring reduced its length. Then the change in length, we call it as extension. The change in length. Change in length is called as extension, if not simple x. Okay? Then what happens? Now earlier, spring was like this. Now spring changed its length. That means spring changes its shape. Whenever there is a change in shape, change in length, what happens? Elastic potential energy stores inside the spring. So elastic potential energy is equal to half kx squared. What is this k? K means force constant, if not spring constant. So you can use two definitions. Spring constant. What is this x? X means nothing but extension, if not compression. Now in here, it is compressed. So x means nothing but change in length. change in length. Hope you understood. Right, okay, we'll go to today's question. Now the question says that spring contracted by 2 centimeter and used to throw a marble of mass 2.5 grams. Okay, now like this. Now spring is compressed. So there is a marble. Its mass is simple m is 2.5 gram. Right? All right. Then what happens next? Now spring is compressed and you keep a mass near to that spring. When you just release the spring, what would happen? This string starts stretching. As a result, what happened? This object starts moving. Right. Then, as this string starts stretching and as this object moves to the right, when string reaches its natural length, and the object, will assume object is somewhere here. Now this object has a velocity. Okay. I consider this system as my system 1, if not instant 1. This is my second instant. So, first of all, we'll try to find the total energy of the system 1. Total energy of the system 1 is equal to what? Now, initially, this setup is at rest. So, velocity of this mass is 0. Right, okay. So, initially this system is at rest. Velocity of this mass is 0. But therefore, no any kinetic energy obtained by this system. So, kinetic energy is 0. What can we say about potential energy due to the elevation? All these systems are in the ground. Therefore, no any potential energy as well. But look at the spring. Spring is deformed. Spring is compressed. Therefore, this system has a elastic potential energy. Elastic potential energy. We know half kx squared. So this is the total energy of system 1. Right, okay. Now we'll go to system 2. Now this string is back to its natural length. Now the spring is back to its natural length. Then when it is back to its natural length, that means spring didn't deform. Spring is not deformed. That means no any elastic potential energy. But look at this mass. Now this mass is moving. As a result, this mass has a kinetic energy. Now I'm going to find the total energy of system 2. Then no any potential energy due to the elevation because the system is in the ground, so 0. Kinetic energy obtained by the mass, it is half mv squared. Are there any elastic potential energy? No. Because of what? Because string is back to its natural length, L. So whenever string stretched or compressed, only elastic potential energy induces. Then, according to conservation of energy, total energy is constant. Total energy of system 1 should be equal to total energy of system 2. Then half k x squared is equal to half mv squared. Half to half get cancelled out. K is nothing but spring constant. Spring constant. They have given spring constant as 100 x squared. They have given compression as 2 centimeter. The spring is contracted by 2 centimeter. Compression is 2 centimeter. Then 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole squared M, mass of the spring is, mass of the object is 2.5 grams. 2.5 10 to the power minus 3. I brought simple M down. 2.5 10 to the power minus 3 V squared. Right, okay? If you simplify this, you would easily obtain the answer. Wait, 2.5 grams, okay. I bring this simplification here. Then V squared is equal to 100. 4, 10 to the power minus 4. 2.5 means 2.5 can be written as 5 over 2, no? So therefore, 5 over 2, I bring 2 here. Okay? 10 to the power minus 3. Okay. Then minus 3, 10 to the power minus 1, that means 10. 20 over 40 over 5, 4, simplification, right? You can simplify it later, right? You can't see the board, no? So finally, it results that V squared is equal to 16. So velocity is equal to 4 ms minus 1. So we did nothing actually. What we did, the main concept that we used in this question is conservation of energy. Definitely it's fundamental law in physics, right? Total energy of a system doesn't change. It is always constant. Energy cannot be energy cannot be destroyed or created. It can only be translated to one form to another. See here, when you consider your system 1, this system only has elastic potential energy. But when it comes to system 2, complete elastic energy is converted to kinetic energy. Hope you understood. Understood? Okay.